This is our second period class. They look great. Don't they look great? Give them another round.
They look great.
I wanted to talk just for a moment about the composer of a lot of the pieces of music that you're going to hear tonight. Both of the pieces for this band are by this composer, and the wind orchestra is going to play one piece as well. His name was Robert W. Smith. As on a personal level, I can say that I'll do all the stuff that's hard to get through first, and then I'll tell you all the other things that are easy to get through. I can honestly say that I probably wouldn't be teaching music if I hadn't met him, and he didn't teach me. And I met Robert W. Smith in I'll put this in context, in a baritone bugle sectional in a locker room at University High School in Orlando, Florida. And this is the guy who was composed for every single one of the Army Band, the Navy Band, all of those groups all over the world. If you are a band student, if any people out there, if you were in band starting in like the 90s to now, you've played a Robert W. Smith piece of music. Every single person has, whether you know it or not. Unfortunately, we lost Robert in 2023. He had heart surgery, and unfortunately, due to complications of that heart surgery, he didn't make it. And it was really sudden for the community. So I haven't done, sorry, there's a lot of family stuff with this too. I haven't done his music because I knew that it would be difficult, and I can say that as a composer, his music is provocative in the way that everybody has an opinion about Robert. And it was really funny tonight, the piece that you're gonna hear for wind orchestra, I just happened to come across, and I couldn't believe that it was actually written for band. And I came to Mr. Carlin and I said, hey, what if we do this? And he was like, well, what if we do a whole program? So in honor of Robert, I hope you enjoy the two pieces that this band's gonna do. The first one they're gonna do is called Africa. Lots of research into this. You're gonna hear a lot of drums, a lot of tribal sounds. It's gonna be really cool. It's a long piece of music. And then I'll talk a little bit more about the second one. We'll show off a couple members of the band as well. Okay, thank you for your time. Please enjoy Robert Smith's music. Well, yes, it is a conch shell that I'm holding. The next piece of music we're going to play for you is entitled The Royal Hawaiian. It was a march written by Robert W. Smith for Bandmaster Nakasone, who was a Hawaiian bandmaster for many, many, many years. and this was in his honor. There's a lot of cool things about this piece. There's a lot of really cool percussion in this as well. That was another thing about Robert, is he just really loved world percussion. So there's a lot of fun stuff for the percussion to do. The other cool thing about this piece of music is it incorporates the conch shell. And if you've been to Hawaii before, or you know anything about a lot of we would say, I guess, Pacific Islander culture, there's a lot of folks that use these things for different rituals and different things. They're played like a brass instrument, so there is actually an animal that lives in here in the ocean, and then they're harvested, and then what happens is they cut off the end and you play it like a brass instrument. So I asked the students when we got this piece of music, does anybody have a conch shell? And Hayden Conrath, one of the horn players, like, I do. I was like, sweet, dude. So he's gonna help demonstrate what this thing sounds like. And they're based on size, so it's just like any instrument. The tuba is the biggest instrument. We have a contrabass clarinet, by the way, over there tonight, which is pretty cool. Take it. The bigger the instrument, the lower the sound. So I'm gonna have him play first. Just play your open note. You can stand up. Cage will take care of his homework. And I'll do the same. So the cool thing is that you can manipulate the pitch of this thing, and I'll let him do this and show you this cool with the horn. So can you give us like a chromatic scale? And then we can do glissandos like trombones and go. I don't give it all away. Give him some. There you go. There you go. So there's all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, give him a hand. Very cool. Okay, I think we've embarrassed Hayden enough. We're going to let him get to the introduction of the piece, Calling to Order the Band. Please enjoy The Royal Hawaiian by Robert W. Smith. seat. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed that piece. It is a really fun one. We're going to do one more stage change for you, and then we're going to bring up the wind orchestra. I don't know, somebody shout out the topic. PG, ready to go.